Hey everyone, welcome back.
Hello, hello. How are you doing?
I am doing amazing, Jess. How are you doing today?
Incredibly laid back.
Love it. That's what we're talking about.
So over here it is warmer than usual in the United Kingdom, which just means
Mhm.
it's been sunny for a day or two. So if I look a little bit melty, I'm so sorry.
That's fine, everyone. That's how we do it. That's okay.
And if I recall correctly, what we were going to do is we were going to continue making your portfolio page. And I
Yes.
was going to mostly sort of hang out in the background and hype you up and just sort of scream, "Wah!"
Oh, that sounds lovely. Perfect.
Yeah, so last time we oh gosh, those rats fade in and out. So last time we did a little tiny bit of work.
Mhm.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Salvatore.
So we if I remind me where we got to.
Yeah, so let me see. I think we got to creating the little cat picture. Bonjour, bonjour. Welcome. We got to creating the little cat picture, which we did. And let me make sure that I'm actually able to share the old screen, entire screen. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely. Great. Perfect.
Oh,
And
hmm,
we bring that
hmm,
over. Oop, don't mind the key.
everything's fine.
Everything is always fine, everyone. Perfect. I'll bring this over to my other screen so everyone can see that perfectly. Love it.
Everything's easy. And this cat picture was actually something that Aspa suggested through asking a
Mhm.
really good question. Say, hey, can we make a folder within the directory that holds our
Yes.
website? And
Yes.
then how do we reference that? Which I really appreciated.
Right. Which is so perfect. And it's a skill that lots of developers are going to need, right? So, an excellent way to practice that.
So it might be useful to go ahead and build out some of the sections it recommended. Because one thing I think we might also want to try is we've made 4 other projects as part
Mhm.
of this.
Yes, we
We
have.
might want to make it these sub pages of our website so you don't have to go to a completely different domain.
I love that. And ahead of time, I went and set up. We have a couple projects that we have worked on before, y'all. Our documentation project and our tribute page here as well.
Oh, so the arrows suggest that these are folders called tribute page. And then it has an index and a styles as well. Will that work with an index? So it'll be tribute page slash, and then we don't have to say the so I think
So,
I'm trying to ask,
right.
what would it look like for us to link to?
Exactly. So I just put these in here just so that we had access to them. However, if it will, so I think we can try out to see if, because we're going outside of the portfolio and then going into another thing, it'll say like slash documentation slash blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay. That
but
makes sense.
yeah, absolutely. Hey,
So,
great. Yeah.
this sounds scary and good, but in a very laid back way.
Hmm.
Where should we go first?
I know. Let's see. So first, let me just check because I actually think there's something wrong with our little kitty cat picture. So I'm just going to open the view and show everyone what it looks like right now. No, our kitty cat. So
Hmm.
our kitty cat is sad right now. It's trying to figure out what's going on. And I was trying to debug this as well right before this session. So let me bring this again off stream. But it's something is not happy. And I'm trying to figure out what and why.
Huh.
Yeah. And welcome everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for this. This is our second to last stream of the season. And we're just super pumped to be able to build this out with y'all. Okay. So let's see. So if we were to follow this link, where does that take us? Okay, so it actually does, and I'll put this over here. It does accurately take us to our beautiful, that's our beautiful baby. We love our baby. And so we have our image source. We're going out of the folder with the dot and then slash going into images. And it's all spelled right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So if we bring that back up in the preview,
Mhm.
can we take a look at the I'm so sorry. This is what happens when it gets warm. Can we have a look at
Look at
the browser tools?
yeah,
Browser tool, the
helper tools or inspect.
doofers. Yes, thank you so much. You are impossibly patient.
Absolutely. So let's look at the inspector. Remember, everyone. Oh, right, because this is Safari. Ha. How do y'all remember how to look at the inspect tools on Safari? I always use Brave.
Right click would work. I mean, personally, little bit of a Firefox person myself.
Yup, yep.
Oh,
Here. Oh, Control
oh,
Shift.
Control Shift L. Thank you, learner. You are as patient as you could be telling us stuff that does not work, and instead you're just like, oh, of course I'm going to help.
Right. Let me
Too
see.
good. Really unnecessarily good. Unreasonably good.
So neither of them, learner, neither of those, the command isn't working for me. Control, then Shift, then L, or that's possibly an I. I tried both and none of them are working for me.
Okay. What if
Let's,
we went ahead and tried to open that in a browser that works for us?
yeah, that works totally. All right, let's see what other browsers we have. We have Chrome. Let's try it on Chrome.
Not my daily driver, but I've been told more and more popular every year.
Yep, makes perfect sense. All righty, here we go. Perfect. And we'll go to inspect. There we wonderfully go.
Can we embiggen that just a little bit?
Of course we can. We're trying to take a look at that. So, oh, only the, yeah, sweet.
Because, all right, we've got a main, we've got an
Mhm.
image source.
Yep.
Hmm.
Scribing from images.
What happens if we get rid of that dot in front of it? Would that maybe fix
We can
it?
always try things. That's what I want y'all to know. We can always try things. Boop, and let's save it. Boop. And
Don't forget when you save it, you still got to you know this. I'm just telling everybody.
mhm.
Hmm.
So refresh. It's still unhappy, and it did get rid of the dot for us. Let's see why. Why are you mad?
What if we rename that name to a little bit? So it's definitely the same user, it's the same name. It auto completed for us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you
Hmm.
mean rename the cat image?
Yeah. So it's the same name. Yeah. So Ahmad, it says definitely put that dot back. If the URL slash starts with a slash, it means the root doc. So that was me goofing around and seeing that might magically fix it.
Right. So that makes sense. Thank you, Ahmad. You're the best.
Just change this to a much easier name, and that still doesn't work.
All
Can we
right.
take a look in here?
Yeah, and the inspect tool
Yeah.
dot slash means parent folder. Ooh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ahmad.
Hmm. And this is one of the most frustrating things about web development is it
Totally.
yeah. Is it can sometimes be these little tiny, easy feeling things. You're just like,
Mhm.
why doesn't this work?
Mhm. Exactly. Because it worked, on our last stream. But
Hey, can we go back to the code?
yeah, of course we can.
Because it worked on the last stream. It's especially unsettling.
Hmm. The only thing I've changed is that I've added these two other projects into the folder, but that doesn't make any sense to me why this, even locally scoped, why this
Mm.
path isn't working.
And do you know what? It doesn't feel like a great learner saying, what if we remove the dot slash? Well, let's give it a shot.
Always. Testing things is always okay. Okay. Still unhappy, and that's okay.
Yep. And the worst thing is when you add something unrelated and it breaks your code. What if we get rid of these other projects?
Yeah, that works for me. Yeah, because something might be going on where it's
Hmm.
unhappy. So,
Maybe it's having a problem with there being multiple indexes, but they're in folders, so that shouldn't. Oh,
what?
oh, I know what the problem is.
What is it?
So the documentation and the tribute page should really be children of the portfolio
That is a
folder, isn't it?
that
So I
is
think, but what we're saying is, hey, on this same level, look for the images.
okay.
So I think if we take the documentation and tribute pages folders and pull them inside the portfolio project folder.
Yeah. Yes. And then move it as well into yes. Cool. Okay.
Because here, do you want to see if that works? I think it might have just been a little confused by having 3 indexes on that. No, of course that didn't work.
That's okay.
Hmm.
And I've also tried Ahmad's recommendation of adding another dot as well. So dot dot. It is still, or go up another folder. Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Can we see? Can you double click on the kitty itself and
Yep.
see if there's something wrong with the? Yes.
Oh, you wonderful human being.
Okay, so there's something actually wrong with this file.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
And we can fix that.
I could have suggested that first thing, huh?
That's okay. Honey, this is all debugging, and this is the fun of debugging. Yes. So it seems like there's actually something wrong with this image itself, rather than our actual path. So let's go back to.
But do you know what we do? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh
no,
gosh, you're absolutely right. We could just go get it, save it again, and upload it. So put it back in our folder.
That's right.
Everything's. Oh, I mean, everything's not easy. That was nice and frustrating. I love how the last thing I was like, oh, look at that big old baby.
Look at that good baby.
And this is, of course, a very, very specific technical term to say, oh, this is a teeny tiny baby. Oh, Ramon's hanging out. We should make Ramon do the last stream.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's nicer than me, smarter than me. He would have said, click on that.
We're going into images, and then we want the brown. Let's see.
And now I think it's just going to magically work. We should delete that kitty JPEG. We don't trust that one.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And you don't have to. It's really just that, it'll take up space in your website. So it'll take up hosting space. I got excited. I saw the cat and thought, yeah, we're there.
Right. Let's open with live server. Yay!
Everything continues to be mostly fine.
Look at that good boy. Wonderful. Perfect.
Amazing. Oh no, my king didn't touch that horrible little cat's horrible nose. Let's go ahead and let's get some just imaginary sections in here. So
I love it.
what should we do for content? We don't want to like workshop content live. That's a bit boring for folks.
Yeah.
Can we get my favorite thing?
Of course we can get your favorite thing.
Can we make some sections for about me being you?
Yeah.
And a section. Oh, what kind of, this is a good thing to ask the learners. What kind of sections should we include in a portfolio website? I definitely think there should be a contact one.
Yes. So let's add a contact. So this will be maybe like an about me section. We can give it.
Yeah.
Do we want a class or ID of about me?
There's probably going to be only one section called. So an ID might make a lot of sense.
I agree with that. Perfect.
And really, you could have either, but if I come back in a year or in 5 years or wait, when did I last update mine? And I see a class, I'll be like, oh, I must use this more than one time.
Exactly.
Or if I see an ID, I say, oh, this is the only one. Mod makes I love this. Do you know what? When people do this, when they have their skills and some projects are a really good one. And Learn and make such a solid point to be like, you know what? If we want to get a job off of this about maybe work, like our past employment, if it's relevant, showcase it. But I love this point at the end. You know what? We really need some contact details.
Absolutely.
And we want you to get a job. We want you to get hired. Hang on. 2 questions at the same time in my poor little cooked brain. But at the same time, this is still the internet. So I don't want you to put your actual phone number, maybe a professional email that's not like first name, last name, date of birth.
Oh, that's right.
So people do want to get in touch with you, but you still want to be gentle with your data. Yeah. And somebody's asking, should we put these in our main? What do you think?
Got you. That's hilarious.
Oh, heck, I thought this was a general question. I missed that it probably should be in the main, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes. Thank you. Thank you for catching me, learner. Look at
Oh
me
gosh.
floating
No,
away.
I thought this was a general question. Be like, well, when we make these sections, should it be? I think
No,
you're right.
I think that is
And
excellent.
that cat, I bet we'll move that cat into the about me. Like, oh, I love cats.
That is absolutely correct. Let's move these little babies. Perfection. Boop. Move the kitty cat into the about me. Love it. And we'll save. Oop, and we'll save it. Oh, nice. And it automatically saves everything. That's so great. Perfect. We can have some placeholder, like a paragraph tag. Wow, I don't know why that is huge.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to have to escape for just a second for a teeny tiny non
No,
emergency. Everything's fine.
no worries. I'll take it. Okay, so I'm just going to create a little paragraph tag. Really, it should be a span because spans only are supposed to be as long as a single line versus a paragraph tag is going to be multiple lines. So I'm going to make this into a span, and then I'm just going to do a little like one sentence like, "Hi, I'm Naya." Here. Hi, I'm Naya Macklin. Well, I'll just introduce myself. Hi, I'm Naya Macklin Dev. Woohoo! Cool. And we'll have it show up, save. And then, oh, where did I put that? That's in a section. Great. And it should be below. Yeah. This is so funny. Hi, I'm Naya Macklin Devin. I'm a chunky baby.
I mean, what abs? Sorry, I'm just wrestling my cats in the background. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just having a very, I think if anybody else is a cat owner, a very don't eat plastic moment. Very normal, very chill, very
Love
professional.
it. Perfection. Wonderful. Okay, so we have this cute little span down below. Hi, I'm Naya Macklin Dev. Super cute. And
Oh, another good point to say, hey, do you know what? We got told to make a header and a nav in our example, and we should probably like this is our portfolio. This is us showing off our skills. We should have this be accessible. We should probably include a header that has a nav in it.
talk about it. Y'all are on it.
Y'all are
So let's
absolutely.
change this all.
Oh, and Ahmad makes a really good point to say,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? If we put if we the a image and span are all inline,
Mhm.
so as long as we get that image size down a little bit, it'll all fit on one line. It'll look really cool.
Correct.
Thank you so much. Y'all are just always technically correct
I love
without
it.
being, yeah, mean about it.
Yeah. No, I love this collective learning, y'all. Collective work, right? So let's change this. So we definitely want a header, right? So we're gonna throw a header, and then we want a nav to be in that header. Type nav. Boop. Great. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Great. And what would we want for our nav? It could represent the various plot points, not plot points, but the various sections of our thing.
Oh, and we could have it so we can use the IDs on the page to navigate. We've learned this. I forgot this.
Exactly. We absolutely did this. Okay. So for the nav, so what are the elements that would like represent each individual portion? Does anyone remember?
Oh, you mean that we've just done?
Yes.
Sorry. I was just like, oh, in the original project? So skills, projects, contact me.
Yes, exactly. So it'd be
Oh,
skills.
yeah.
Yeah, learners.
Sorry. I was just like, do you want me to say this again? And you were like, no, Jess, what I want you to do is to produce how we should structure these.
Okay.
And this is an unordered list and then
Yes,
list
that's right.
items and then links on those.
Beautiful. We are on it and I love it. Perfect. And so we have an unordered list, then we have list items and then anchor tags in each of those. Lovely,
Ah,
lovely. We're on it.
and if we go ahead and do so we could just copy and paste this list item a couple of times
That's right.
and be nice and lazy.
Oh, because that's what we do.
Oh,
Boom.
not the unordered list though.
Oh my goodness, look at me. That's right. Just the list item. Perfect.
I never get to be right, so I'm delighted.
I
So
love it.
1, 2, 3, that feels right.
Yep. Skills, projects, and contact me. That
And
works.
if we save and look at this again, I don't think we're going to see anything in the header.
We will not.
Nothing.
Oh,
And
other
if I
than little.
recall correctly, the way we link to a section on the page
Mhm.
is uh Oh, this is a really good question. So I think it's a hash and then the name of the ID to link
That's
for
correct.
it.
Yep.
And learners saying, hey, do you know what? So our header should be structurally directly before our main and semantically. So on your page, that is always correct in every example I can think of.
Mhm.
But when it's actually visually laid out, that's not always the case. You say, oh, do you know what? If I've got somebody with a giant panoramic viewport, like one of those
Right.
big, maybe I want the nav to show up on the side, or
Mhm.
maybe I want my nav to be visually along the bottom,
Mhm.
but keeping it right up at the top within the semantic structure of your page means that people using assistive technology get to it right away to say, boom, boom, boom. And that's something that's wild is you can have something that's structurally at the top of your page, so at the top of your code, that shows in the bottom of your code using the magic of CSS.
That's right.
So semantically within your
Mhm.
code,
Mhm.
definitely at the top, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Should we directly? Gotcha. Okay. So we are.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only person whose brain makes that start and restart sound. Very
All the
relaxing.
time. It's what we do. Okay. So we're going to keep the header where it is. Yeah.
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 We could put it along the side, but that seems very fancy. We're not doing fancy yet.
And you mean, what do you mean by on the side?
So we could have it visually show up on the side.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I know you're too young for this, but back in my day with
yeah. Mhm.
iframes, which were these like very old
Oh,
fashioned looking for,
yep.
you'd often see the nav, and a nav element didn't exist yet, I don't think, but you'd often see the like guide to my site along the up the side.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. So we can do all that within CSS.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to this time, but
Yeah,
we could.
exactly. Exactly. But yeah, just in general. Cool. Okay. So we have our little skills portion, projects.
Oh, Ahmad makes a really good point. Hang on.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
let's make it sticky to the top.
Good point. I
Actually,
love
I
that.
think oh, we have a little bit of a goof on here maybe. Our header
Mhm.
is actually under the About Me section. And
Oh,
semantically, we might wanna grab that and just take it to the top of the or the top of ooh, does the header go in main? I think the header goes outside main.
header body. We're going to verify, y'all.
You could hear it whenever I'm like, "Is that true?" Click, 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 click.
Lickety-cat.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know I'm on MDN.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So MDN says that I probably want my header before main. Oh,
Perfect.
I'm gonna have to put myself in jail for just one more second.
That's okay. Got it. Headers before main. And oh yeah, and Ahmad said, if you'll make it sticky, put it before main. Exactly. So great point. And Ahmad, can you remind us how do we? Well, I guess we'll need to make it sticky in CSS. Is there a way to do that within HTML? I don't think so. But if you can drop a link, that'd be dope. Appreciate you. Lovely. Okay, so we're just going to save that and make sure it actually shows up. Boop. Nice. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Beautiful, beautiful. Perfect. Okay. So we have our cute little picture. We're going to edit that. Nice. That's right. Thank you so much. Yep, learner had mentioned as well. CSS is easier. That's right. And then Ahmad gave us the code that we're going to be doing in CSS for this, and that'll be position sticky top 0. Love it. Great. Okay. That's right. HTML should not be used for formatting, for our formatting needs and for like moving things around. That's absolutely correct.
Wait, who said that? Sorry, I came just in time to be like, learner.
Yes, always
Oh,
here.
do you know? It's just me like looking to round up new student teachers for next year. I'll be like, did you get that from
Okay.
Bruce's talk? It's so good.
All right
And
now.
this is so good. So cesium, sorry, we're not doing any of the teaching here. It's all the learners and my very favorite assistant teacher. Helpful because it's the only one we possibly have. That this boot camp will bring up. So it says, hey, do you know what the whole point of main is to let assistive text jump right to that.
Come
And
on.
that's true. If you get to the site using assistive technology and say,
Mhm.
hey, cool, I want to skip the nav, I'm going to go right into main.
Yep.
That's going to be an option. That's such a good point to say, hey, that lets you navigate very, very quickly to the most important, main point of the website.
That's right.
Do you know what? This is very embarrassing. And I'm
What?
going to be the learners for these boot camps are so smart and so
Mhm.
cool. Like,
Yes.
so proud of them, and not
Aw.
my job to be, but also it's unnecessary, right? It's a little showy how smart they are. Too good. I was stuck for a solid 10 minutes about like, does the picture work? And they're
Right.
just out here like, well, the whole point of main being its own semantic element. I'm like, that is the whole point of main being.
That is, and they're the best. Love it. Cool. Nice.
Oh, look at that. There's no grades for the boot camp. So unfortunately I can't give extra grade, but it's like learners
Right.
saying, do you know what? I'm using some narrator, some sort of screen reader like technology. And if you've
Mhm.
got any Apple devices, they've got I forget what it's called. There's a built-in screen reader that's supposed to be quite good. So saying,
That's right.
hey, I want this read aloud to
Mhm.
better understand how people I'd love so if you do stuff like that to say, hey, I'm one thing I'm really passionate about in the copy of your website, you say, I'm passionate
Yep.
about accessibility for this website, and then describe the process you went through to make it accessible.
That.
I should be careful. I'm not hiring right now, but if I was hiring, I would think that was charming,
Oh my gosh. Goals.
right?
Right? That's exactly what we need to be doing. So thank you,
So
Lerna.
sorry, I'm just interrupting you and
Of
being mean.
course. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So we have our 3 sections: skills, projects, and contact me. And then we have them down here as well. Let's add just a little bit of like some lorem ipsum fake text.
Yeah. Oh, let me grab some Laura. Let me
Yeah,
grab all of
real
it.
lorem ipsum.
Do you know I saw somebody who had the best Lorem Ipsum shirt the other day?
Ooh.
I was not okay with how jealous I was.
Wow.
I'm gonna drop that. We've got a little secret private chat that is we can copy, and we actually
Yeah.
use that to talk smack about how clever and cool and cute our
Oh
learners are.
my gosh. They're literally the best.
It's like again, it's unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also
Yay.
gonna drop the Wikipedia for Laura. And
Thank
we
you.
use this because maybe you're on a live stream and you don't want to
Uh-huh.
work out all your content. Or
Yes.
maybe you just want to maybe it's somebody else's department's job.
Right.
Or maybe you just want to see how stuff fits on the page and work it out later.
Yeah.
And this really lets us do that.
It's perfect for that. So
You know,
this is great. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you know what's kind of stressing me out?
What?
That cat
This
is real
picture?
big, right? Do
Yeah.
you want to do a little tiny bit of CSS and make that precious baby a little bit?
Absolutely. Absolutely, we do. And really quick before that, I just wanted to say, I just wanted to test out. That's why I put this demo text down here, and I just want to test out that these links actually would go to the exact spot. So,
Oh gosh, you're
yeah,
right.
right
Sorry, I'm
down.
just bossing you around.
Oh,
And I
it
think
bounced right
before
down.
we do some CSS, we probably need a
Mhm.
class or ID on that cat, unless we want all of those to behave
Yes.
the same way.
No, we don't. So let me see. We have anchor tag, then the anchor tag there, and then we want for the kitty cat image source. Yeah, let's throw a ID equals cat. Oh, cat. Beautiful. Great. So now we can actually target it in our CSS. All right, let's go over. We have our CSS here. I'm going to target it by the ID. Cat. And then open this up. And let's see, what do we want to do to this cat? Definitely make it smaller. My goodness. Do we want a fixed height on it, a fixed width? What are your thoughts? Make things relative, rem. What are you thinking?
Relative.
Mm-hmm. Love it, love it. Okay. So let's do I forgot if it's okay to actually throw. Let's just test things and see what works. So I'm gonna throw out
Yeah.
this. Oh, I'm gonna say max height. That's what I want.
Oh, that's what it is.
Perfection, max height. And then we can say what is it? We'll just throw arbitrary amount here on this. Okay, good, my little baby. I love it.
So the pixel, okay. So this is going to be.
This is fixed right now.
This is fixed. Okay, yeah.
Exactly. So relative, what is it? So we can do like RAM and things like that. So maybe a 1.5 REM. Oh, that's very tiny. Okay. Right, because it's to the actual text. So let's see. Boop.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? If we're talking about so I'm not your boss, I'm not your mama.
Of course.
But do you know what? This is exactly what I was thinking. So if we're talking relative to our screens, so we can say 45%, and that's going to be 45% of the parent element.
Mm-hmm. So
or we could say 45 VW, which would be 45% of the view width.
There we go. Yay!
Yeah.
View width. Perfect. Excellent.
Oh, do you know what? This is great, but you know what is still kind of stressing me out a little bit?
Tell me.
This cat's kind of blocky. Can we smooth the cat out a little bit?
Yes, we can.
Well, because he's in a real square box, and he's like spiritually not a square cat.
Right. Thank you. Very round, all the curves. So let's give some border radius to this cat. Boop, 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 boop. And then let's do maybe a 25%. Oh, okay. That's cute. That's funny. Maybe a 50%. Oh, of course, we need percentages. Save.
So that's gonna be super round. Can we have medium round? Yeah. Oh, see, because now that's kind of the shape of the cat.
That is kind of the shape of the cat. I love it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yay! Y'all are on it. Okay. And I also want this to be centered. I want our kitty cat to be centered. So do y'all remember how to center an image? And this is something that software engineers Google all the time.
How do you, is it, oh no, it's
you got it.
No, it's you set something to auto, and then it's 50% left or 50% right. Yeah, but what do you set to auto?
What are the things? Do y'all remember? Okay, yep. You can also do.
Oh, yeah. Okay, text align. Oh, sorry.
No, you're totally good.
So text align with
so many comments, so many thoughts.
So we've got auto for the block elements.
Mm-hmm. So margin auto.
Will that just do it? Oh wait, we'd have to say
it. More. But right.
And learner points out that this image is going to be in line, and that might get us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
and a mod makes the exact same point again. I'm giving both y'all credit.
That's right. So let's see. What is our parent element? Our parent element is ID about me. So let's move this down. And we need a octothorpe, which is a technical term for the hashtag.
Is it?
Yeah. Look it up, everybody. I was like, yes, I know what it is. Octothorpe. In my technical interviews way back in the day.
Did you? Because I've been teaching the learners to say stuff like squishy babies.
Oh, I love that. Squishy babies is also an excellent technical term, everyone. And what I'm going to do is just make that display block for the parent element. And everyone has so many thoughts here. So let me just read through and see what y'all want. Hey, Gary, welcome, friend. Welcome to the stream. And yes, I am using CSS, just regular CSS, not SCSS currently. Okay, so let's see. We have display block, and then let's also, yay, ooh it, kitty cat. Kitty cat is now blocked. Text align. Okay, yeah. So Ahmad is mentioning that we should do a text align
Oh, yeah.
on the parent. I love that. Got it. So now everything in there is centered, and that's what I love. That's perfect. Great, great, great point, Ahmad. This is looking so much better, y'all. I really like this. Okay,
This
so
is
the kitty cat looks great.
stunning.
Yeah, super cute. Kitty cat looks great. Right now, these little bullet points are annoying me, guys. The bullet points are annoying me, folk. So, what do y'all remember what we can do to get rid of these actual bullet points and also get rid of the
Oh.
underscores? Yeah, hit me. That's okay. That's okay. It's all right.
I know how to replace them with other stuff.
That's fine. That's fine.
But how do we? Sorry, I was like, haha.
Yes. We have a wonderful point from Ahmad. Yeah.
Oh gosh, that because I was like, oh, the style type is how we change the. Is style type none the way to do it?
It is. It is.
Ahmad, we should. You don't make you sound unkind. We should be strongly enjoining you to teach this year.
Like literally though. So I'm going to do this for all the ULs because I don't want any bullet points for my ULs for now. If I just wanted to be specific to the ones in the nav, I could also do that. But right now, since we don't have any other ULs, I'm just going to take those off. Great idea, Ahmad. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, exactly. I look this one up all the time too. No worries at all.
I was working on a portfolio page for me, and of course, I got distracted and gave it up. It's fine. It's gonna get up again. But one thing I did was replaced and it was a fussy back and forth, but replaced the bullet points with flower emoji.
Oh, that's cute.
But then set them so that was only set for non-screen reader uses. So set screen readers to ignore it using an aria.
Beautiful.
Because like nobody needs pink flower too.
No.
I mean, I do.
Like that.
Not out loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. Everything's fine.
Perfect. So this is looking good. Let's see. What else do we want to do to this? Let's get rid of these underlines for our LIs. Do y'all remember how to get rid of those? And you can also Google it. Go ahead. You can go ahead, Jess.
What is it like a text decoration none?
I think it is.
Is it a similar kind of thing?
I think it's hella similar. Text decoration. Yeah, good job. Good job, Runner. And that's supposed to be for all of our LI. Oh, but these are anchor tags.
Oh, do we want it for all of our links or just the children of the?
Great point. So let's be specific. So we have ULLIA, but specifically on the nav. So,
oh, somebody's asking if we're just doing HTML and CSS this session. We're just finishing up an HTML and CSS focused boot camp. We're almost definitely, which usually means definitely, gonna do a JavaScript boot camp later in the year on the same channel. So not a lot of JavaScript right now. We'll do more later in the year.
Yep.
And by we, I mean definitely not me. I am when I talk about like, hey, you don't necessarily need JavaScript to be a professional. That's me. I am not great at JavaScript, but in a very relaxed way.
And that's okay. That's totally fine. So yeah, just so y'all know the concept. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All righty. What else y'all want to do? Should we separate out these, give some padding or some margin onto these paragraph tags?
Are they sections or paragraphs?
Oh, they're sections. That's correct. They're sections. Thank you.
So if we can do that all at the same time using the type selector, can't we?
Yes. I forgot. How do we do that again?
So a class is a dot and then the name of the class, and an ID is a hash and the name of the ID. I think we just need to say section.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait, type selector. Oh, you mean just like hit?
Yeah.
Hit section. Yeah. Okay.
It's one of those very formal ways to say it that nobody would ever say unless they were saying it.
That's okay. And let's make sure, perfect, that's only going to go to those sections. Excellent. So for our sections, we want to give it some, is it margin or padding? Now, do y'all remember the difference now? Hit it in the chat. Do you remember the difference? Is it margin or padding?
So I'll give them a little second to respond. But in the meantime, because I know they'll get it right, margin is how much personal space your element needs outside it, whereas padding is the soft little cheeks, the amount of space you got inside your element. So margin is your personal space outside, padding is the padding inside. And learners saying, you know, if it's between the sections, if we want to add something between the that's going to be margin, and that's completely right. Oh, Ramon's got such a good way to say it. Ramon thinks of it as bubble wrap. The padding is like the bubble wrap inside your element.
That's cute.
And I'm still going to say the margin is your personal space. Oh, yep. Everybody's unsurprisingly. So margin is outside the border. And this is a distinction we didn't cover. We said, oh, it's in the inside. But Ahmad is saying, come on, y'all, be a bit more specific, because the padding is between the borders of your element and the contents inside it. I think we could probably set a margin top and bottom.
That's right.
And we could do that using the treble notation, can't we? Just by setting margin.
Yep.
And that'll be the top 100 pixels. Oh, do we want to have it pixels or rem? What if somebody's on a phone?
Rem. We want rem. So not 100.
Yeah. Five spaces. Yeah, 5 text spaces. And then 0, because we don't want any on the right.
Exactly.
And then on the bottom, trouble, we want 5 again.
Right.
Oh, is that going to be too much? So it'll be 10 between some of them.
Oh, let's see. It's a little
like it's a little. Do we want to do 2.5, 2.5?
We do.
Oh, what if we don't add margin and make section? Oh, this would be very stylistically interesting to say, hey, if we didn't add a margin, we could make each section 100% of the view height and then make it a different background color. So you're sort of flipping between almost title cards.
Very interesting.
Oh, I love it. Or yeah, minimum height. So the minimum height is 100% of that view. So I like that a lot. That might be a little bit fancy. And Larry's saying, we don't really have to repeat the 2. Oh, you're right. Oh, we could just say margin bottom 5.
So 5 rem is what you're saying?
Yeah, but we so that'll set at 5 on each side. But if we just say the margin below the element, below each section, so change it to margin bottom.
Okay.
This is why don't drive. And set that to 5.
Okay.
That'll have the exact same effect as if we set 2.5 top and bottom.
Gotcha.
Oh, still a little bit too much. Maybe 3? See? Okay. Because this way, after each section, we've got a little space. And that space feels okay.
It feels good.
Everything's fine.
Love it, love it. Well, look at that baby. Perfect. Cool. All right. What else do we want to do here? We got some space.
We got our
little cute little things.
What? This is feeling very lazy, but this feels like a really decent amount for today. Would we want to like lovingly and in a laid back way? So if anybody has any questions, these could be questions about this final project. This could be questions around CSS or HTML or about like working in tech. So hit us up with your questions. And if there are no questions, and don't worry if you've got questions and you're watching this and it's not live.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. We're both of us still hang out in the Discord. Nothing is wrong.
Literally all day, every day. Here to help.
So yeah, I think we might want to save this and just feel okay with the progress we've made so far.
I'm very happy.
Oh, and Amada's giving us stuff for next week. So, hey, what about a little shadow under the... Okay, let's do a little shadow under the image and then leave, because that's technically a question.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is put a little to-do. And let's see, that'll be in the CSS. So let me just do a little to-do. Add some shadow under the image to make it pop. Perfect. I got you, Ahmad. Yay! Ooh, and Cesium as well says, can y'all make a little announcement? Of
Of
course
course.
I can.
Is it You Got a Kitten?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Oh gosh, is this about those streams you said you wanted to do? So not only will we joyously announce, CCM is our assistant instructor. I
Mhm.
give you a different title every single time, my love. I'm so sorry, and that's so really for a staff member. My love is
Yeah.
mm, very rude, but yeah. Drop it in here. We will joyously bicker over who gets to
Please.
announce it.
Oh my goodness.
Because Cece wanted to start doing
Mhm.
some streaming as well, and I cannot wait. Oh, I'm gonna be so embarrassing in the chat.
Same. I'll be like, Cesium's the best,
I
y'all.
know them.
So much love. Like,
Sorry, that got very high pitched.
yes.
Everything's very low key.
Yeah.
So we could add in the cat image. We could add a Is it just shadow? Oh, amazing! Do you know what? Because this is really important. We installed these things onto Mac computers, which
Mhm.
tend to be what a lot of tech employers give you, but they are
Yes, they
expensive.
are.
So Cesium, I love that you're doing this on Friday.
Mhm.
Cesium's going to be showing us how to install Get on Windows, which I think is super important. And it's going to be the exact same time these partner streams usually start.
Yep.
I cannot wait to be very annoying, my lovely.
Yes. Right in the chat. We will be there to support you, Cesium. Thank you so much. Super
Oh,
excited for this.
and it's troublesome because you shouldn't call like proper adults charming or cute or adorable or
Very
precious.
true. Very true. Very
And I
true.
just let that trail off to imply what I implied.
I love it. Wonderful.
So
Let's do
I
it.
think we might be good. Let's go ahead and wrap up. We've got this idea of adding a shadow for when we come back.
Yep.
And what I'd love to do when we come back is to take
Mhm.
those other projects that because we've taken the HTML and CSS from our other projects and we've put
Right.
them in little folders on here. And I
Exactly.
think what's really important, because you're definitely going to want your portfolio page to be accessible,
Mhm.
we're going to make sure these are sub pages of the real page. And then we're going to deploy this,
Yes, we are.
even though it's Laura Mibson.
And that's okay. Because guess what? We ship even when we're not ready to ship, right?
Done is better than perfect.
That's right. That's right.
Shall I let you go to have the easiest possible morning or afternoon or middle of the night?
Sounds lovely to me. See y'all soon and see y'all tomorrow and then again on Friday for Cesium stream on Git using Windows. So if you have any questions, feel free to throw it in the chat and don't forget to join our Discord and follow Jess and I on Twitter. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.